Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be doing some predictions for Season 7 of ABB FIA Formula E as it becomes a World Championship, and all the grid still isn't decided. Of course, we're in the middle of a very lengthy off-season. We've still got to wait until January, until the Santiago E-Prix. So, what's going to happen? Well, we've got a few drivers already confirmed. Jaguar have confirmed Sam Bird and Mitch Evans. Virgin confirmed Robin Frijns and Nick Cassidy. Porsche confirmed Andre Lotterer and Pascal Wehrlein. The latest team to fully confirm a lineup was Nissan, who've just confirmed Oliver Rowland and Sebastian Buemi are staying on. And then Techeetah have confirmed that they're keeping Jev, Andretti are keeping Gunter, and Mahindra have signed Sims, supposedly to replace Jerome D'Ambrosio. We also know a couple of other things that are going to be happening. So, for example, Felipe Massa has left Venturi. But a lot of other things are quite up in the air. Now, annoyingly, I'm still relatively quite new to Formula E. Or at least as a proper full-time fan. My first proper season of coverage was this season. So I don't really know all of the teams still, or not off by heart. So I'm still going to be making some predictions. I'm going to have to be jumping across looking at different screens. And if I get something wrong, I am sorry. And if I miss something out, I am sorry. So let's start off with the teams that have only got a couple of drivers confirmed so far. I mean, one. There are already two drivers, of course. And, well, there are already three teams for that. Techeetah, I'd be surprised if they weren't keeping Da Costa. Gunter, well, it's a bit odd, because they did have Sims for quite a long time. Who would they sign? And honestly, I'm probably not going to make a prediction right now. I know it's a cop-out. I was thinking they might bring someone across like Van der Linde or Eng, someone who's involved with BMW and other disciplines. But, like I said, I'm pretty much unfamiliar with Formula E at the moment. So, at the same time, I'm not so familiar with wider things that BMW are involved in terms of their drivers and who's where. So, I'm going to just try and leave that one blank. Mahindra. Now, this one's interesting. So, of course, Mahindra last season had Jerome D'Ambrosio, Pascal Wehrlein for the first half, and then Alex Lynn for the second half. I'd be surprised if they didn't keep Lynn. I reckon Alex Lynn will probably be staying with Mahindra. Next up we have Neo, who of course had three drivers this season. They had Oliver Turvey, they had Martin Guar, and they had Daniel Abt when Mar wasn't able to attend the Berlin E-Prix. I'd expect them to actually keep Abt. That might seem a bit odd, because of course, he was dismissed by Audi, but Abt is still a solid driver. He's competed in every single Formula E event. And for someone like Neo, that would be good to be able to have somebody bringing up the team like that. Abt is still a solid driver, still has some pace, even though he was quite at the back in Berlin. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Abt. I also think they're probably going to keep Mar, because they might want to try and maintain some kind of Chinese connection. At least that's where I think they're going to be going with it. Because that's what they've been doing so far. Then let's talk about Venturi. It's a bit odd because they had Edo Mortara and they had Felipe Massa. Now I reckon Mortara is going to probably stay. But at the same time, who will be alongside? I mean, at the same time, I could also argue that might be an in for somebody like Abt. But I'm going to say, yeah, why not? Neil Jani. Didn't perform so well this year, but it was a new season. It was a new car, it was a new team. It's a new sport, so yeah. Why don't I keep Johnny? Audi. Now, Audi, I would be surprised if they ditched Di Grassi. I'm going to say Di Grassi's pretty much a stable there. And in that second seat, I reckon it could still be someone like Rene Rast. Did brilliantly with limited experience to be able to do performances in Berlin. And as Audi are starting to pull back any kind of program, of course they're looking at leaving DTM now. They're going to bring somebody in from one of their other programs, as, you know, the Volkswagen Group itself is trying to electrify. Mercedes, I reckon they're going to keep the same lineup. Stoff and De Vries. They've been performing really well, and especially, again, for a new team. Of course, they were previously HWA, but I reckon they're still going to keep with that lineup. Because they're decent drivers, they've got good performances, and they're well embedded within the team. And Dragon. What do I think Dragon are going to do? Well, of course, they had Sete Camera and they had Nico Muller. I reckon they're going to keep Nico Muller. And for that other seat, ooh, I'm going to say D'Ambrosio. Yeah, I reckon Jerome D'Ambrosio will be in the second seat. Sete Camera did decent performances replacing Brendan Hartley, but I don't think it's going to be either of them in that car next season. And that's that for this video. Sorry it took so long, like I said. And like I said with the BMW thing, I am quite new to Formula E, and especially to a lot of sports outside things like the WRC or Formula 1. So I am going to get things wrong. And of course I know that there are also other commitments from other drivers, like Apt might be going off to do like Extreme E and so on. So feel free to correct me where I am obviously wrong, please. And feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.